Biopic or TV show. Either way, we never got Charlemagne this week on Kentucky Fried Grenade.
Charlemagne, the mini series, right? I am totally right there with you, man. Like somebody needs to do this.
Right?
They need to make a fucking Charlemagne TV show. Not Netflix. They suck at doing this.
God.
They go too hard into the
we're by Netflix. Starring Idris Elba. You're gonna troll people.
Hey, when he goes over into Spain to fight the Moors, he could be, what was that guy's name? The whatever the fuck.
They do correspond with the guy, but we're
the guy who shows up is like, hey, you know what? If you and me team up, we could totally take over Spain. And then they get there, and the army keeps fucking retreating and stuff, and Charlemagne's looking at that guy I thought you people somebody was going to help us. He's like, oh, they're coming. I remember this story. I only vaguely recall it.
Well, let's get.
The first time he went into Spain, it didn't go well for him. He tried to make the first time he tried to do the unified army of Christ stuff. Was that?
They weren't ready
right after he became king of all of Francia.
Yeah, he tried to start a crusade. Essentially, he tried to start a crusade, and Europe just wasn't ready for that.
He wanted to win brownie points with the new pope.
Yeah,
Stephen died, and Adrian took over, and he's just like, well, I mean, I was Stephen's boy, and I got to show this new guy that we're still, the Pope's dudes.
Yeah, even though you're not my bro, I still respect the position. Let's do this.
They become bros later on.
They do, I believe.
Yeah, he's friends with several popes, and the last pope, the one that finally crowned him the Caesar Augustus of the new Holy Roman Empire in 800. 800?
Awkwardly.
AD? Right?
That was 810.
I think it was 800. It's Pope Leo II. I know that.
Didn't he do it while the actual German king was deposed and still alive?
Well, no,
the Holy Roman Emperor or whatever.
No, Holy Roman Empire wasn't a thing yet. The Charlemagne is the start of it. We can guarantee that. He goes to Rome to celebrate Christmas. He's not going to go be made king or anything. He's like, because I'm already king of the Franks, king of the Lombards, king of the Bavarians. Protector of the Roman Republic. He's got fuck tons of titles, so he's just kind of going down there to hang out with the Pope for Christmas.
Right.
Brings his wife and his kids and everybody. It's a big deal.
Yeah, Christmas with the Pope.
It's Christmas with the Pope, and they go and they're hanging out.
Oh, that's a Hallmark movie.
I know. Yeah, no, that's great.
Starring Mandy
No. She's the mom, right? She's Charlemagne's wife, right? And the main character is Charlemagne's daughter, right? And she meets the Pope's son, right? And they have this romance. It's 700. Yeah, it's 700. They can totally do that.
Still do that, yeah.
We got to make this movie and pitch it to Hallmark. Christmas with the Pope.
Yeah. Not a terrible movie.
But yeah, he didn't go down there intending to be crowned anything. He gets there and the Pope set up a big thing. He's like, oh, Charlemagne's coming. He's like, hey, Pope, how you doing? What's going on? He bends down to, pay respects to the,
right,
Jesus on earth or whatever the fuck the Pope is, right?
Not him, but yeah.
And the Pope is just like, ha! You're emperor now.
Oh, yeah.
He's sitting there like, what?
He wasn't expecting it.
What the hell? Okay, I guess.
Okay, my theory about this one, since we're starting in the middle of the story,
Doesn't matter. It's Charlemagne. Everybody knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah,
he's that rapper who sucks, right? And no, that made me mad. Did that make you mad when you went to go research? You typed in Charlemagne and everything, for the first 7 searches is about this guy, and I'm like, I didn't know you existed until today.
Tell me you're a nerd without telling me you're a nerd.
Tell me I'm a middle-aged white guy without fucking telling you. Who the hell is this asshole? I don't know.
It's true. Anyway. So yeah, that theory is that the Pope just surprised him out of nowhere. I think him and the Pope kind of had some private correspondence. Like there were messengers, and then there were messengers who made sure shit didn't get, by hook or by crook. They made sure the message didn't get intercepted.
Fine.
Yeah.
No,
here's the thing. Him and the Pope planned it. And the Pope's like, yeah, okay, we'll do this. I'll mock surprise you. We'll do this.
But that makes Charlemagne a heel. It's way more of a babyface move if he's like, oh, I didn't know.
Was he a babyface his whole career?
Tried to be. He tried to be, for the Christians anyway.
Yeah. Well,
if you ask the pagans, we got a whole different story on this asshole.
Well, tribalism was and is still very much a thing, buddy.
I'm just saying.
Also, supposedly they were given chances to convert. I'm sure.
Because that's what we all want to do. We all just like begging for that to happen,
right? I'm sure
especially when you got like dagger to your throat, like, hey, buddy, you should accept Christ. It's like, all right, man, I guess I will.
Right. The early Christians had some shit to work out.
Well, Charlemagne did that. He did try to do it nice with the Saxons and the Bavarians and the Swaby.
I'm going with the old Roman pronounce it Swaby, like Caesar would.
I think his dad beat them. Pepin the Short.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Pepin the Short, and then that's why Pepin's in the name or in his bloodline's name.
They just bounce back and forth. Charles, Pepin, and Louis.
Pepin the son, the one that
Pepin the Hunchbacked.
Pepin the Pious. Was he the Pious?
Sure.
That's not like his official title.
No, Louis the Pious.
Was Louis the Pious?
That was the grandson who took over after
did the bullshit Merovingian split nonsense.
Carolingian.
Or Carolingians?
Yeah, the Merovingian kings were the ones before Charlemagne's Pepin. Pepin's the one who got Stephen. Okay, the Merovingian kings.
Got him into the weeds. Hold on, let him do this.
Before Charlemagne were asshat like puppet kings. They only came down out of their palaces for one day out of the year, and they rode in all fancy and stuff. And the real power in the Franks was the mayor of the palace, which was Charles the Hammer, Pepin the Short, and then when we get to Pepin, he has so much power and control over the kingdom. He writes to Pope Stephen and says, "Hey, shouldn't the guy who kind of runs shit be the king?" And kind of be ordained as king by God, because I'm the one actually running shit. And Stephen was like,
all the work.
And Stephen was like,
you're right.
You know what? You're right, but I'm gonna need your promise to help me on shit, because these Lombards are starting to be assholes and press in on my what the very last vestiges of Rome, right? Those last little center bits of Italy.
So basically, I'll thump the Bible for you if you thump the troops for me.
Yeah, so that's the last Merovingian king after Stephen got the letter back to Pepin. Can't remember his name. Not important. He ends up getting deposed as king. They send him to him. They shave his head in front of God and everybody and make him walk behind a cart to a monastery where he ends up living the rest of his life.
Yeah,
that's the end of the Merovingian kings. And Pepin is the start of the Carolingian kings, named after his father, Charles the Hammer, who was the big tough bastard who ran the Moors off when they came across the Pyrenees into Aquitaine.
That's what the French people are going on about these days.
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
Did you forget that Spain was controlled by the Muslims? Yeah, Martel, Charles Martel, Charles the Hammer. Martel means hammer. That's why it always cracked me up when I'd watch wrestling. We'd have Rick Martel,
the hammer,
the model. No, it was the model, Rick Martel, and he come out there and he had the perfume and shit and stuff. And I was like, I'm over here.
Really?
You're missing a perfect gimmick here. The French audience would love it. You come out there, Rick Martel with
the hammer.
Rick the Hammer.
Give him a big ass sledgehammer and let him break stuff that you place outside.
I guess Greg the Hammer Valentine might have a word in on that, wouldn't he?
Ooh, yeah, someone else's gimmick. Can't be
That's
doing
gimmick
that.
infringement, motherfucker.
Can't
That's
be
gimmick
doing that.
infringement, motherfucker.
We can't be doing that. Anyway. So,
But yeah, that's who they're talking about. He's the...
And let's be honest with you here, because Charlemagne wasn't super awesome at actual big field battles, but he was great at basically convincing people to come into putting themselves into bad positions where he could exploit that.
I think he ran his entire operation off the pure charisma of him just being there. Because if you think about it, it's
Napoleon alone was worth 40,000.
Kind of, but like think about it. He's a gigantic dude for the time period. He's like
6'4".
Yeah, he was 6'2", 6'4", big giant of a fucking guy, big huge
he's
beard.
So he's like 2 inches taller than you and I are.
Yeah, he's a big giant son of a bitch, according
for the time period.
Yeah, for back
for 700s. That's unless your ancestors were all the big dudes in the tribe, living well, eating all of the good meat. No one was big. Everyone was kind of small, wiry.
Yeah, and if you paid attention to
kind of fat because you stored bread that well.
If you paid attention, anytime he had a problem, he would go with his horsemen, handle it personally, sometimes without even having to fight anybody, because he'd just be like, "Hey, motherfuckers, I'm Charlemagne. You know who the fuck I am." And they'd be like, "That's right, we're sorry.
Be cool.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cut your hand off, but don't do it again." You know, shit like that.
Or didn't.
But then the second he left, people would just start shit up again. Like he had to be there for any of this shit to actually work out.
So basically, he wasn't. He was that good at fighting, but he wasn't actually that good at administrating. Maybe.
I think that no one else was capable of keeping anybody else in line. No one else was afraid. No one was afraid of what's his uncle's fucking name, Strangard or whatever the fuck. No one's afraid of that fucking guy. No one's afraid of Odo. You know. Oh, who'd he goddamn beat? But Charlemagne, you hear that? You hear Charlemagne is showing up at your fucking estate and he's pissed. Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Clean everything up.
You're frantically being like, fuck, what did I do? Was he mad at me? Is he mad at somebody else?
Who messed up?
Right? So I think just he was a pure charisma leader. Wasn't really good at anything. Because even when Pepin the Short died and they split the kingdom in between him and his brother, starts with a C.
Yeah, he's real important to history, isn't he?
Well, he dies shortly later. No, Charles. No, in Charles, because that's Charlemagne's name. It's Charles, just Charlemagne means Charles the Great in Old Frankish. Neat. I don't even think he was called that while he was king. I think that was a thing that Einhard, it might have been an epitaph Einhard gave him later after he died, because he started writing his things like 5 years after Charlemagne died, in the 820s.
I wonder what Charles the Great in Old Saxon would sound like.
That.
What?
You asked an Old Saxon what Charles the Great sounded like in their language.
No, I meant like if someone actually named themselves like their own.
Oh, I was like, that's not all you go talk to an Old Saxon. They're just gonna spit at you. That's what his name sounds like, motherfucker. You one of his boys? You might want to turn your ass around and walk the way you came. These is our forests. You horsemen are welcome here.
Oh, very. So you're dying to get it out of your system. Go ahead and tell us what he did to the Saxons.
He destroyed the sacred circle and the great tree of Erenthru. He cut it down. He burned it.
And I don't think this.
I don't care if it was in retaliation for Saxons burning a church. You shouldn't leave your gold laying out like that.
Guard the church. That's what I would do.
That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't leave your gold just laying around like that, willy-nilly on the other side of the river.
Put a garrison near the church, and it makes the garrison more pious. Win-win.
Right? Build a wall. Do something.
Make it hard
for us to go over there and get it.
Anyway.
But what were you going to say? Because I feel like I interrupted you.
Oh, no. I don't think that it was just like the circle. It was a big circle of trees, right?
It was a
sacred grove.
sacred grove. It had a great oak tree growing out of the middle of it, and on the top of it had been carved a face of Woden.
Oh, nice.
And you would go and you would feel the power of the gods, right? And
It's just like going to church, but for
us. And he goes over and burns the whole fucking thing down, because that fucking bishop pushed him to it.
Don't let a religious official push you to make
that fucking. I can't remember.
That's a bad idea. Anyway,
can't remember his name. That fucking bishop though.
Crazy idea or crazy theory. Historical hits the blunt. I've been doing research on mushrooms.
Okay, you don't generally smoke mushrooms, man. You just eat them. Don't smoke the mushrooms.
I've been doing the research, not smoking. You know how fairy circles are.
Yeah.
That's just a mushroom. That's just a mycelial network that grows into a big circle, and then they produce their mushrooms.
Believe in magic, Muggle.
You know where I'm getting at, though, aren't you? You know exactly.
I've seen the papers.
It's a big.
But again, I'll tell you. I'll tell those scientists the same thing I told you.
My theory. They put that there to grow mushrooms so that they would have mushrooms for their group. And it grew them so well, they kept feeding it and stuff, maintaining the network. It became a religious site over time.
I'm pretty sure medieval mushroom farms worked pretty similar to the way we do them now. They just had long sheds with dirt in them, and they grew mushrooms. We'd have to look into that.
That's because
medieval mushroom farms.
Because that's a theory.
That'd be a hell of an episode. We're like. Right. That'd be short as fuck. 10 minutes. We wouldn't. Where the hell are we getting research on medieval mushroom farms from? We'd have to call somebody. Who'd we call?
We have a university.
I was going to say, we have a fucking university here. We actually probably could. Holy shit. We have a whole fucking source of resources that we haven't been using.
Editing both. Anyway, long story short.
You already said that.
We'll find somebody that's good on mushrooms there because they've been doing a bunch of research on them the last 10 years or so.
How fucking excited he is. He's like, a fucking farming episode? Oh my god.
Gardening crossover.
Done like 8 battles and he's over here like, whatever. You know,
no, battles
swords are cool, but those fucking mushrooms, man.
I'm too old to participate in battles.
Fuck you are. We're not even 40 yet. Fuck, we're not even 40 yet.
By Spartan law, we must farm. One blacksmith brother now.
Well, I'm Scottish, and we fought until we dropped. Be 90 out there. If you can swing the blade, if you can swing it, man, get out there. We don't care.
That's kind of are you serious? Oh God, old man got me.
We saw Braveheart. Fucking Hamish's dad out there, one hand, fucking ball chain lashed to the fucking stub out there killing people.
Sorry, had a sad moment there for a minute.
It's a sad scene.
Anyway,
I like the scene when they're talking about making the giant spears, like spears, tall spears, twice as tall as a man. Some men are longer than others. Your mother been telling you stories about me again. That's the best scene with Hamish's dad in that movie.
Yeah. Oh. Meanwhile, back at the plot, Charlemagne. After he took care of the Saxons, what did he get into? Like he gets to the point he unifies all of
Central Europe, a lot of where like modern day Germany, Romania, and Hungary, Switzerland.
A cool map.
Most of Italy, because when he defeated the Lombards, he became king of Lombardy, and that was most of Italy at that point.
Northern Italy.
And since
all the nice.
And after 800, when he's crowned emperor of the new Holy Roman Empire,
like all of Western Germany, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, no, he already had controlled that. You're thinking that the Holy Roman Empire was a thing before Charlemagne. I'm telling you, it was after it wasn't a thing until they put the crown on his head and was like, all that shit you got, this is the new Roman Empire. You're the new Caesar. Fuck Byzantium because they haven't been helping me because I'm the real Pope. And that bitch Irene over there who thinks that she's the Empress has decided that she has her own fucking Pope.
Also,
the Archbishop of Constantinople. That was her pope.
Also,
There's this whole division in the church.
That whole marriage offer and kind of quiet.
So it all, yeah. So this is why Leo just kind of crowned him like, this is my fucking emperor. Fuck you. We got a real, and he's a real Roman. At least
he's a man.
Yeah, and he's a man.
Which mattered a lot more than you think.
What a man. Look at him. Roman. Look at that. Right?
Historical what ifs for this time period in history. This is like right up there with what if Prester John was real. What if the marriage proposal between him and Irene had actually held up and Rome was reunited?
I didn't know that there was one.
You did not know? Oh,
no, I didn't know that they were supposed to marry.
It happened a little bit later.
Didn't know that.
Because it was supposed to be his daughter and her son.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But him and
her were going to kind of...
The Byzantine prince.
Yeah.
I remember that part now. I thought you meant between Irene and Charlemagne. I was like, he's already got a wife.
No.
He's going to divorce another bitch? It didn't work out well for him the last time.
No, although
she ended up dying in childbirth anyway. Desendera or something like that. The Lombard king's daughter. The one his mom made him fucking marry.
I'm trying desperately to remember how you pronounce that name. That is not.
Starts with a D, right?
Yeah, but you butcher the pronunciation.
Because I'm not French.
Anyway, Desandre or something. Anyway. Yeah. If her finance minister hadn't just put the kibosh on that completely, that might have happened. Can you imagine a reunited Roman Empire in the 800s AD? Fully Christianized?
Okay, but here's the problem. Would they have kept to the Frankish succession laws? Would they have split the entire empire into 4 parts like they do later?
No, they would. No, the Byzantines would have been like, no, that would have caused chaos, and they would have shown them historical proof for that one. The Frankish inheritance laws, which, by the way,
are stupid,
terrible.
I think this is why they
looking at the camera because I'm looking at maybe or maybe not people I know.
Okay, but Charlemagne dies. And he only has one remaining living son, Louis the Pious, right?
Yeah. So Louis takes it all.
Yeah, so he gets all of it. Fine, but then he has
pussy.
But yeah, he's not.
He's not.
He's just not his dad. I think that was his problem. He's just not his dad.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. How do you feel those shoes? But he did fine. But he didn't live for very long. But he had 3 sons, and then when they died,
3 of them
they split.
Get along.
Yeah, and they hate each other, right? So they split the kingdom into 3 parts:
East, West, and Middle. Which Middle Francia was doomed to death. I would have just taken Lombardy and all of the southern parts and just used the Alps as a shield.
I think that's where Pepin the second or third or whatever, because this is the problem, right? They all just keep alternating Charles, Louis, and Pepin for the next 100 years. But every successive fucking dude tries to take over his brothers or uncles or great nephews fucking territory, so there's constant infighting, and then you got the Viking invasions.
For centuries.
Yeah, it goes
probably
forever.
Goes for nearly millennia because look
at
where the majority of the fighting in World War I happened, and you tell me where you tell me.
Oh no, this is definitely I can tell you
to where Middle Francia's borders were.
I can tell you the exact part of this that happens is Charles the Bald and Louis the German, because the other guy dies and they decide to just cut his lands up, and they're pressed up against each other. And if you look at the map, it's basically where Germany and France
are today.
It's like the Western Front, right there. And it's wow.
They're going to fight over that.
They're going to fight over this fucking little stretch of land for the next fucking 500 years, man. Just back and fucking forth. All because 2 brothers didn't get along. Or a brother and a...
Watch it be the most fertile farmland in Europe. For some reason.
But yeah, and then this is where I check out of European history, or mainland European history, continental, France and the Holy Roman. I check out, man, because it gets way too fucking complicated after this point. After Charlemagne's empire falls,
kudos for recording all that. Well done, Catholic Church.
Yeah, goddamn. But there's just so many.
Because everyone gives the Catholic Church too much shit for the whole Dark Ages, repression of knowledge. Everyone who had access, everyone who was a monk had access to a shitload of stuff.
But they
didn't
that's like
have. That's like
that is
1%
not,
of
no,
the
it's not
population.
even 1%. It's like 0.0005%.
So yeah, I would have
of the population of Europe knows what the Caesars were, or like, hey, those the stone crumbling building that's over there. What's that? Oh, dragons built it. Even though it was like a Roman windmill, it was nothing important.
Yeah, the Cyclops built it.
Yeah.
What? You remember that big skull we dug up with the big hole in the middle?
Because the Catholic Church was like, no one else needs to know how to read Latin. Nobody, just the church and the nobility, if they want to. They don't have to. We're not going to push it on them.
That's what I would have been like, no.
Oh,
I'd have pushed it on them, and any peasant that showed an aptitude for learning would have been taught by the church. All the others, the ones that are dumb and just content to go to work, grind for 40 hours or however many hours a week, and just live their lives, let those stupid plebs stay stupid.
Sure. I will give Charlemagne this. When he became king of all these things, shortly before he was made emperor, he did go on this like cultural revival spree. He brought in this Irish monk guy who was super learned and like had him teaching him how to read Latin and all this other shit. And then he starts being like, his boys, getting them together and be like, you guys should learn too, and you should teach your people how to do it. Like, I want everybody to learn how to read. It'd be really useful.
Part of the reason everyone does like Charlemagne today is because he kind of had a little bit of a mini Renaissance in his court.
Yeah,
at least while he was around.
The Carolingian Renaissance.
Yeah,
I've heard it referred to as.
And even though like his son and his grandsons really kind of squandered their gains.
They're too busy fighting each other.
The Carolingian Renaissance kind of kept going because the church's like, ooh, this was a good idea.
This is the highest level of literacy in Europe since the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, and the church is like, ooh, a lot more smart people are running around. This is a good thing.
Yeah.
So they kind of, this is, I think, where the seeds of the monastery system kind of come in.
Oh, the monastery system's already been around for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the one that
the Romans were Christian for about 300 years. Remember?
Oh shit! I need to. We're gonna add that one.
That's why we're doing the show. That's why we're doing the show. So we can learn,
fill in the gaps.
Yeah,
teachers weren't allowed to teach us.
We're not here to teach. We're here to just talk about fun history stuff. We ain't here to teach other people shit. We're teaching ourselves.
Because the monasteries. I've learned a little bit about them, like about their how they ended. It was Henry VIII.
That's in England, though.
Or how he ended his monasteries.
Yeah, well, but that's in England. The monastery system continued in mainland Europe, I think, up until the 1700s.
Not in some places.
I think there's still monasteries that still operate the way they did in the...
They're just not nearly as powerful as it was.
Those goofy Jesuits,
Not exactly the best...
First ones I thought of, but they're mostly from like anytime you watch like an exorcism movie, it's always like a Jesuit priest for some reason.
For no particular reason.
I don't think they even have anything to do with exorcisms.
Not anymore.
I don't think they ever did. I think it was just something Hollywood made up.
Scary looking uniform.
Can they get on the internet? Any Jesuit priests, if you see this, you do exorcisms?
Feel free to roast us and exorcise the demons.
Have fun. I like my demons. We're friends.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that's so good for back pain.
I like my pain. I need my pain.
I don't.
Captain Kirk. You need to watch more Star Trek then. You need to watch Star Trek 5 and reaffirm your humanity.
5.
The one where he's like, what would God need with a starship?
Oh, yeah. I thought that was the Apollo episode. I haven't seen all that many episodes.
Apollo episode. Oh, the Greek god Apollo. Yeah, no, that's in the original series. This is the 5th movie. There's like this like godlike being in the center of the galaxy.
Way off into the
and Spock's brother Cybok has like mentally attuned to him. It was. and he's going on like a pilgrimage, and he's like gathering up
that.
followers, and he's like, I take your pain. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
it gets a lot of shit for
followers,
being the worst of the Star Trek movies. I'm like, I like it. I think it's fun.
I don't know.
Shatner's a little up his own ass with the dialogue, but I'm like, that's just Shatner. So he's that way. He's that way. Yeah, I'm like, he's in that way in everything. Loves the sound of his own voice. I mean, don't blame him.
Don't tell me how to say the line.
It sickens me. My favorite
powers.
My favorite fucking Shatner line ever. Telekinesis. We seem to have encountered a being with a strange form of telekinesis. You mean telekinesis? No. Telekinesis is far more fun to say. All right, I think we're done. We're on fucking William Shatner. You got anything else?
We're kind of burned up.
When we start talking about Star Trek, I think the show's over, man.
Yeah.
You got anything else for us? When did he die?
I don't know exactly.
Were you sad?
How did he die?
He got old and sick and died. He was in his 60s. That was old for back then. And on top of that, he was constantly running the fuck around. He never stayed in one place for more than a couple months. Loved to hunt. Didn't like being inside. You would have liked him.
ADD.
Yeah, just we're gonna go off over here. Oh, there's a crisis that needs my attention. Gather up my 5,000 horsemen, and off to the other side of the country I go. I'm gonna take my wife and kids with me. Why? Because I love my family.
Also, yeah. Shot for
takes his wife and kids to war and shit with him because he's like, I just can't be away from him.
Okay, well, kind of overlooking that little part there. Shockingly good dad. Like even let his daughters sleep around with whatever dudes they wanted. Didn't make them.
I didn't hear that part. I heard that he had his daughter. He wouldn't let her get married because he liked having her the fuck around to sing for him, and it's a little creepy.
That was a little creepy. I would have just like.
Nobody's good enough for my little girl, and it's like, yeah, but she's getting on to like 25.
You guys,
that's kind of old. That's kind of old for the time period.
Should have married her off 10 years ago.
I mean,
700s AD. Dude.
I mean, you're sitting here being like, oh, and I agree nowadays, but we can't apply our modern morals to people from 1,000 years ago.
But no, I'm saying like back then. Like,
yeah, you should. You got married when you were 12 years old. You were an adult. You were halfway. You were halfway through your lifespan because you're probably going to die at 40 anyway. So get on it. You got work to do, kid.
Right.
Go start a family. Go start you a farm. Produce for yourself. You're 12. We ain't taking care of you anymore.
Also, I think he would not be remembered nearly as well as he was if he just wasn't that good on the battlefield. Just wasn't that good.
I mean, he only lost like 5 times total.
Considering all
and the most impressive thing, the most impressive thing about his military career was his ability to win battles without fighting them. It seemed.
Yeah,
there were
countless
times he would ride in somewhere and not have to fight people and would still get hostages and peace agreements.
I know several, or I've read about several engagements. Didn't have to do much fighting because the first time he had to fight the Moors, he basically whooped the shit out of them, and they just every time he kept showing up afterward, they were kind of turning tail and running.
Yeah, that's when he kept this. In the beginning, we were talking about this. What I was talking about when the dude comes up, and like we could totally beat him, and then they wouldn't fight him, and he's like, "Dude, I thought you said they were going to fucking fight me." I promise, just over the next ridge, man. I'm running out of food. You're starting to piss me off. Idris Elba, who I've cast for this role.
All right, I guess we're about done. We do need to pick out.
We need to pick
and plug your other show.
You want to do this first and then do that, or you want to do that and then do this?
Do that, then that, because I want to end with the.
You want to end with the thing?
End with the thing.
All right.
Plug your other stuff. Plug our other thing. Plug the sword, which is a new, technically cast member. That would be cool. Possessed sword.
Name it.
No.
Have you named your blade?
I have not.
Anyway. This is Judith.
Easy Kyle.
Easy Kyle? Give it a boy's name. You're weird. Good. No, I'm just kidding.
It's an evil sword. It needs an evil name.
Easy Kyle. Ezekiel? Easy Kyle.
Easy Kyle.
This is Judith. She's my pretty French girl.
Oh, Mei Ling. Or, not Mei Ling.
I was like, oh, it's My Ling. Never mind. I was like, hang on, man.
It's a good Chinese girl.
Fuck, I don't know.
I know one.
Ming Na Wing.
No. Ming Na. There, because it's
a name. It's an actress.
Straight from China.
Yeah, she.
No
I don't know. I think she's Chinese.
So Ming Na, China. Even though she looks like she came from a completely different American-based sword company, but we won't.
I mean, mine's cheap Indian steel, so.
Yeah. But anyway, look how pretty. They'll be mixed. No, skip straight to the exciting part. Where
my turn. You did this last 3 times. You know how I know? Because I edited the videos.
Oh.
And last week you were like, no, it's my turn. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, whatever. My turn.
All right, fine.
Mine. I get to pick from the bowl.
Watch it be something he hates.
I wasn't too happy about the one we did this week because fuck Charlemagne and what he did to my pagan brothers. Ha! This actually is a fun one. Origin of Friday the 13th.
Really?
Yeah. Do you not know the story? So
I do. Ooh. So the history of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, not the movie. Why
the historical day is so tragic.
Why is it bad luck that Friday the 13th is bad? So
may or may not be relevant next week.
It'll be fine. If the people who know.
If you know, you know. If not,
the people who've sworn the oaths definitely know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, like, comment, subscribe. Check us out next week with more stuff. Go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Critics. I almost said it wrong. Chuck, you got anything else?
Go out and learn you something.
No, I want to do it.
Oh, you want to say that?
Keep stealing my tag. It's my tag. The past 6 episodes, man. Mine. I came up with it. Steal gimmick infringement.
Fine, do your
Go out and learn you something. See, I even hit the camera better at it than you.
Oh shit!
I'm just kidding. I was just playing that up for the camera.